Hello lovely, welcome back to the series of Alphabet of the Abundant Life. I am so pleased to see you here. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe so you can be part of our abundant online family and you can learn more about spirituality, abundance, mindset, and basically all stuff that can help you to live a happier and fulfilled life. So let's get back to our series of Alphabet of the Abundant Life, and I hope you enjoy it, so let's go. Hello lovely souls, welcome back to the Alphabet of the Abundant Life. We are on the letter F, and for the F word I chose not the F word but the word forgiveness, which for me became really important F word that we should focus on. So let's talk about it more. Forgiveness is very important in our healing journey because we, for sure, everyone had some moments where someone hurt us and it was very hurtful and it stayed in your memory, and even if you tried to bury it some deep down in the depths of your brain, somewhere the memory and the emotion still stayed in your body, which can become some certain pain in an area of your body, or in a worst case scenario, a disease. For sure, you know, when someone hurt you in some way, either said something to you that was very hurtful, then even if it happened 10 years ago, it's still very fresh and the memory is in your brain, and every time you think about it, you are really upset that how can someone said this to you, and the ego is being quite drama queen in terms of forgiving the person that said something hurtful that was not very pleasant. And the thing is that the best way to heal and to move forward is to forgive someone that hurt you, because you know, when someone hurt you let's say 10 years ago, the only person that is hurt by it is you. And even if it was a long time ago and the person was terrible, probably they have no idea they even done it. Only person who is suffering is you. And if you still think about it and you're still living in it and you're living in the past, it just makes more and more power to itself, and it will control more and more of your body, which is not very good because, as I said before, it can actually become certain disease that could be even worse for you and for your mental health, or even the health of your body. As I said before, it can be way hurtful for you, and in some worst case scenarios it can become some disease that would be even worse for your mental body or for your earth body. So let's see what we can do about it, and I will show you practice that can help you release some painful and hurtful memories of the past, and I will show you how you can release it and why is it actually important of moving forward. So the practice that I'm talking about is the Hawaiian ancient technique, which is called Ho'oponopono, and it is actually forgiving practice that they were practicing for thousands of years, and it is super game changer, if you ask me, in the releasing process of what happened and what is no longer serving you, but you just keep it inside and your brain is holding tight to it. Forgiveness practice goes like this. You write down I don't know how many hurtful memories you have, but let's say write down 20 or 25 hurtful memories that happened throughout all your life. Let's say if you remember that you were young and you wanted some type of toy but your parents didn't want to buy it, and you were actually quite upset because they said something to you about it. Or if you were in a middle school and your teacher told you that you're no good in math and how can you become successful and you will never become rich because you can't count, and you were a kid and maybe it doesn't seem very harsh, but when you're a kid, you think differently about certain things that the adults are telling you, and it could actually leave a trace of some painful memory that you still have, and that could actually create some block or limiting belief that you have now in your adult life about maybe finances or about math and how you can't count, and because someone told you this 10 years ago. So what it is to write down all of the memories that you have, that someone hurt you or told you something, or maybe actually physically hurt you, whatever it is. Write it all down that you remember that was painful for you. Once you have written all of your hurtful memories, you will go from the one by one, and you will stay with each memory. You will think about what happened and say, I forgive you, I'm sorry, thank you, and I love you. And you release it. And you will repeat this with all the memories that you stated. I know it might feel very weird and maybe offensive to say that you're sorry and you love some person that hurt you, and that you're sorry for something that wasn't even your fault, and he is the one that should say sorry to you and apologize. But I promise, if you try this practice, you will feel the immense release of the bad energy that was inside of you, even though you thought there is not. And you will feel much lighter and much calmer, because when you say I love you, the love is the healing energy that can heal all and everything. So it is super important to remember this and to actually try it, even if you have certain resentment over it, because I know when I was doing it for the first time, my ego was very, strong and didn't like to release it and to be, this is not my fault, why I should say I'm sorry and I forgive you and I love you, because you hurt me, not, I was actually fighting with this. But once I submitted and I started to do this practice, afterwards I felt really bad, because you are reliving the memories that are some that you actually bury depth, so you don't need to think about them, and you're not happy when sometimes you get the memory and you think about it. So after, I felt really mixed emotions, which weren't the best ones, but after a few hours I actually realized, like, oh wow, I feel so much lighter, and I feel like my chest is more opening. Like, it was such an amazing practice. And after I practiced it more and more, and it actually was a game changer for me and for also my healing process, I realized that some certain problems that I had in my body or something that was repeating was less and less, and I felt immense energy of love and healing. So give it a try, and I want to know if you liked it and how you actually experienced it. So write me a message or connect to my Instagram, so it is at my magic element, and I want to hear all of your experiences. So see you until next video, and until then, be blessed and bye.